Afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our session today. This is part of our Microsoft 365 series, Simplify Scheduling with Microsoft Bookings. And I'm very happy to be joined by the members of the C.A.L team. That includes Pat Cottrell, Dominique Laws, and Julian King. So we're all here on the call. Thank you very much. So our goal for our session today is really to help you get set up and use Microsoft Bookings to create your booking calendar and streamline the scheduling process. So we'll go over some use cases as well as show you some real case examples of using Microsoft Bookings. So just a quick overview of the Zoom controls on your screen. In the lower left corner, you'll see that unmute microphone icon as well as turn on your video. Feel free to go ahead and do that if you would like. If you do have any questions, you can just unmute. We have a small group today, or you can go ahead and put that in the chat box. If you are using the chat box, go ahead and click on that. And then for reaction, you can give me a thumbs up or some love. I'd love to see that. If you do want to change the skin tone for your reactions on Zoom, just click on those three dots in the lower right corner, and then you'll see a thumbs up icon. Once you click on that, you're able to change your skin tone. So also something good to highlight for your students as well. So our agenda for today, first I'll go over an introduction to Microsoft Bookings. Pat will go over creating a bookings calendar. Dominique will also give some insight on creating an appointment type and conducting a bookings appointment. And Julian will conclude with some next steps and also adding your WebEx and Zoom links to your booking page as well. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'll go over what is bookings and talk about how you can use this here at UDC. So first, bookings you can use on Microsoft Teams or you can use on the office.com website. So bookings really helps you to track, manage, and organize your team's appointments and calendars all in one place. You can create a bookings calendar and also add team members to it. That could be your department or faculty that you work with as well. You can build new appointment types and create and manage in-person and virtual visits for your staff and attendees. Now, before I show you the video, a use case here at UDC would be booking office hours. If you want to share your bookings link, your students or other faculty can book an office hour session with you. Let's go over this video and then I'll go over some of the terms for bookings.
Whether you're scheduling customers or patients, you need a way to track, organize, and manage your team's appointments and calendars. With bookings in Microsoft Teams, create and manage in-person and virtual visits all in one place. In Teams, view your staff's availability in a calendar view, and set up different appointment types. Add a title, and a confirmation message that customers and patients see when they've booked an appointment. Allow attendees to join from a mobile browser. Send them a text message about the booking, and add an email reminder for your staff and attendees. To schedule a new visit, select New Booking and then select a booking type. Choose to make it an in-person meeting or a Teams one. Details added to your appointment type, like a confirmation message or a text message reminder, get automatically pulled in. You can even add specific notes as needed. Attendees receive a confirmation email or text message with a link to join if it's a virtual appointment. When it's time, attendees can join by phone or desktop. Turn on your audio and your video to create a more personal connection during your visit. Keep your staff and attendees on time and organized with bookings and Teams.
So remember, this is part of our UDC package and license with Microsoft, so you do have access to this right away. But I just want to do a quick note about the terminology used throughout our session today. So just know that academic users need to keep in mind that bookings was mainly designed for businesses, but we are using it in a higher ed academic space. So first, when I do say bookings, think of those as appointments. And staff refers to anyone taking appointments through bookings. That includes faculty, TAs, university staff, consultants, etc., or your students. Business refers to the unit providing appointments. That could be a class section, lab, research group, academic department. Here on the C.A.L team, Pat will show you an example of how we use it here on our team. Customers are students or anyone requesting appointments. Booking page is the appointment calendar. So just a quick overview of some of the terms that are used throughout our session today. Remember, it was designed first for business, but you can use it in that academic higher ed context. Are there any questions I can answer about these terms? Okay, cool. So let's talk about creating a bookings calendar. And first I'll show you this video that goes over how to do this within Teams. So if you have Teams installed on your computer, you are able to add bookings and do this directly from within the Teams app. So you can create a bookings calendar and also manage appointments for your staff and attendees. Let's watch.
Create a bookings calendar in Microsoft Teams to schedule and manage appointments for your staff and attendees. In Teams, select Bookings, Get Started. Choose New Booking Calendar or Existing Booking Calendar to add one. We'll choose New Booking Calendar. Type in a business or department name. This name will be displayed in emails and used for the email address to send booking invites. Add more details, and then select Save. And your bookings calendar is created. If you want to switch to another bookings calendar, or if you want to set up a new one, select the drop-down arrow next to your business name and choose the one you want.
So that's within Teams. If you go to your left-hand toolbar, and let me just show you in the video, you should see it on the left hand. If you don't have it shown on the left-hand side, you can also click on apps and find the bookings app from there, and you can add it directly, but this is already built in to Teams. Now let's go over another way to build your booking calendar and also share your link. This is with office.com. Remember, you can access all the apps, everything with Microsoft 365 on the web and online. So you can see this is part of our Office 365 license. When you log into office.com, it'll prompt you to log in with your UDC credentials. You'll see that pop-up screen as usual. And in the upper left corner, click on that grid of 9 dots, and then you'll see bookings probably at the bottom, but once you click on that, you're able to access your bookings page. Next, you'll be taken to the landing page in the bookings module, and you'll be prompted to get started with your bookings page. So just like you saw in the Teams video, you can put your business name or your name that you would like to use for your calendar. After a quick setup, your home page is up and running, and it will give you that link that you can share. One of the tips that we can share today is add that booking link maybe to your email signature so someone can click on that and they can book an office hour session with you directly. And let's move on to Pat, add staff and share bookings.
Thank you, David. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So after you have created your calendar, you may find it useful to add staff, add your teammates to it, and share your calendar. And I know here on the C.A.L team, as you know, we work a lot, we collaborate a lot. So it's not uncommon for me to meet with someone and say, hey, Dominique, can you join me for this booking? Or Julian, David, can you join me for this particular meeting? So we can do that. We can easily add staff members to our calendar and share our calendar with staff members so that we can collaborate. So let's play this video, show you how that's done, and I'll do a recap after the video is done.
Need to add staff members to a bookings calendar in Microsoft Teams? In Bookings, select Add Staff, Staff. Type in who you want, and select Add. Choose a role from the drop-down arrow next to the staff's name: Viewer, Admin, Scheduler, Team Member. And when you're done, the new staff members appear in your calendar. If you've been added to a bookings calendar, select Manage Membership in your welcome email. Then, confirm your membership if needed. If your membership's already active, then no further action is needed from you. And if you're assigned a scheduled visit, learn more about it in your confirmation email. And view it in your bookings calendar.
So just a quick recap. If we go to the next slide, David, you'll see here is my calendar. Here are my teammates, right? And if I want to add more teammates, or if I want to, just to show you how that's done again, if I click the ellipsis upper right-hand corner there, I will go into my settings, right? And from there, I would select staff. And once I select staff, I have an option to enter their name or their email address. My teammates are already added, but just to show you how that's done, if I type into that box, automatically you see Julian's email pops up. I can also add Dominique as well. And then once I add the team members that I want, I can select add, and that will add them to the list. Now, in addition to that, I can assign each team members roles. And the roles are right next to their names, the little drop down arrow. It says admin, scheduler, team member, or viewer. So I can assign each team member a role. Now, if I'm not sure as to what each role does, I can go up top where it says want to learn about the role. And if I select see more, it will give us a nice description of each role. So let's take a look at that. Then I can go back to my booking page, and as you can see, all my team members are on my page. Any questions about that?
No, and I think one good thing to note, Pat, is because this is integrated with our Outlook calendar, you can see the spots where we are busy or we have something already planned. We can
Yes.
also see like what are the openings in
What
our
are the
schedule.
openings? Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Pat. I see a question from Helene. And Helene, I can't hear you. You might be on mute. If that doesn't work, we can also have you type in the chat box and we can answer that way as well. Right?
Yep. So if you
But
want to,
yes, yeah, we'll go ahead and continue. I'll move on.
yes. Okay. So after you have created your calendar and you've added your staff members, one thing I like about bookings is that you can create appointment types, right? So it's not just a calendar where you're just scheduling any type of booking. You can actually select what type. You can have the person who's booking the meeting select what type of appointment this will be. So let's take a look at the video as to how that's done.
Want to create a specific type of appointment for your bookings calendar in Microsoft Teams? In Bookings, go to More Options, the three dots, and then select Settings, Appointment Types. Select Add Appointment Type, and add a title and confirmation message with details, like any forms that need to be completed before the visit. You can also format text and add links. Toggle on Allow them to join from a mobile browser to let attendees join an appointment from there. You can also choose to send a text message to confirm and remind attendees about an appointment. Select Add an email reminder to send one to the staff and attendee. Choose a recipient and how far in advance you'd like to remind them of an appointment. Type a custom message if needed, and then select Done. When you're ready, select Save. Now, when you create a booking, you'll see your new appointment type there.
And just to recap, I know this feature here is definitely important for us because we wear different hats here on the C.A.L team. So it's definitely important, definitely helpful for us to know who we're meeting with and why we're meeting. Anybody want to chime in on that?
I'll go ahead real quick.
Yep.
And, that's very big for any of the faculty who are also advisors. Be able to kind of set up your schedule, whether it's office hours for class, whether it's an advisor meeting for your students, whether it's other department meetings or things of that nature. That's a great feature to use so that you can know specifically what your meetings are and what you need to kind of focus in on as your upcoming schedule fills up.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, and I just what Pat and Julian said, the more information that we have when they do set up an appointment, the better that consultation or meeting will be, right? Because you could directly meet their needs.
Yes. Okay, so just to keep things moving, so once everything is set up, let me just demonstrate quickly how to share your booking page. So we go back to our ellipses here where we click settings. And we want to go to booking page right here at the bottom. And you have to make sure that this booking, that the published booking page is on. And once you confirm that that button is on, if you go down to the link here, right next to the link, to the right side of the link, there is a clipboard. If we select that, it will copy that link to our clipboard, and we can open up, from there, we can open up our Outlook, and we can copy that right into our email to send to someone, or we can even put it in our signature. It's going to get there eventually.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I see it. Thank you.
It moved a lot faster when I practiced this, David. I don't know.
It's just emphasizing, the importance, like right step by step.
There you go. So you can just see how I just copied that. I can also put that in my signature if I want to. Another way to share is we can open publish page. If we select that button that says open publish page, it will open up a browser and we'll be able to see what our page is going to look like for the end user. And we can also copy that link, place in our email as well. So let's take a look at that. There is our published page. There are my appointment types. You see it says Blackboard and ThingLink and One Button Studio. Again, we wear different hats here on the C.A.L team. So having those appointment types is crucial. So I can copy that link, as I mentioned, and put that in my email and send that to whoever needs to book an appointment with me or someone else on the team. Do we have any questions, David?
No, there was a question in the chat box from Helene about, does every team member need to have an Outlook account? Remember, the UDC community can, it's already integrated with their Outlook calendar.
Yeah.
And then do students also have access to this feature? So that's something I will double check if they can create their own bookings page, but they do have access to book an appointment with you as the professor. Any other questions from the team or from the participants? Excellent. So let's move on to Dominique, who will go over sending text message notification.
Hello, everyone. So yes, you can go to the next slide, David. Thank you. Text messages, we live in a world where we all have our phones and are connected to our devices. So having this feature allows you to be able to be on the go and have your students or whomever you are scheduling your meetings with be able to meet with you in real time. It reduces the possibility for people not showing up to the meeting and makes it easier for them to join through a multitude of ways. So we can go ahead and play the send text message notification video.
Reduce no-shows and make it easier for attendees to join appointments through their phones with text message notifications and bookings. In Microsoft Teams, open Bookings. In Settings, set up your appointment types to send text messages by default. When making a new booking, make sure the toggle is set to send text messages. And check the consent box to confirm the attendee has opted into receiving text message notifications. Choosing Allow Patients to Join from a mobile browser will let attendees join an appointment without downloading the Teams app. They'll receive a confirmation text message with details of their appointment. From the Queue view, you can send text messages with status updates and reminders for the appointment. Attendees receive any updates and receive a reminder an hour before their appointment. The message also includes a link to join the call. Selecting the link lets them join the Teams meeting right in their mobile browser without downloading the Teams app. Attendees can reply "Stop" to stop receiving messages.
So as we mentioned, this is a really great feature that allows your students and whomever you're planning to meet or use this feature with the flexibility to not have to download the Teams app to connect with you. They get reminders on their phones an hour before. You could even set that time frame as well. And it allows them to click a link directly in their text chat so that they come right into the meeting. So we can go to the next slide. So now I'll talk about how you conduct a bookings appointment. So it's already been set up, and now you just come in and start the meeting. So you conduct the meeting. It's similar to how you would access your Teams calendar. You would click join, and you can admit the people prior to, similar to how we set up the Zoom today. So we came in first, and then we got settled, and then we admitted you into the meeting. So go ahead and start that video, please, David.
Ready to conduct an appointment? Here's how. To join the appointment, select Join in your Microsoft Teams calendar. Check your audio and video settings and choose Join Now. If the attendee is already in the appointment, or when they are ready to join, you'll be asked to admit them. During the appointment, you can turn video on or off, mute your mic, share your screen, and send chat messages. When you're done, select Leave to end the appointment.
I'm talking and I had it on mute, sorry. This is a really simple way for you to start a bookings appointment very quickly. You have all of the similar features that you would have in Zoom and or WebEx in terms of sharing your video, adjusting your audio and video settings, sharing information, and then chatting with the user as well during that bookings appointment.
Excellent. Thank you, Dominique. And we'll go ahead and move on to Julian, who will talk about joining a bookings appointment as well as adding your WebEx or Zoom link. Thank you, Julian.
No problem. Thank you. So real quick, we'll talk about how joining a bookings appointment actually looks. For most of us, we use Teams pretty much regularly. So it's a similar fashion. When you're joining it, you'll end up signing in, putting your name in if you're not already signed in the team, so on and so forth. So it's a very seamless process, very easy. We have a quick video on how your appointment will look as an attendee, and then we'll cover that and we'll kind of move forward from there.
Time for your appointment? Here's how to join. When it's time, select Join Your Appointment from the confirmation or reminder email. You can also join from a SMS text reminder if you received one. If you already have the Microsoft Teams app, it'll open there. If you don't have the app, your appointment will open in a web browser. And if you're using your mobile device, join the appointment right from your mobile web browser. Check to make sure your audio and video are working properly and enter your name if you need to. Then, select Join Now. The owner of the appointment will be notified that you're waiting and will admit you when they're ready. During the appointment, You can turn your video on or off, mute your mic, share your screen, or send chat messages. Once the appointment is complete, the staff member can end the call or select Hang Up.
And I know that was pretty straightforward, considering we use Teams so much, but it does provide you that opportunity as an attendee to have a lot of those similar functions that Team does have as far as sharing your screen, your video, and your muting ability. So that's just another easy way to have these appointments, and especially for the writing workshop, the peer tutoring that Helene spoke about. I think this will be a great asset. We will have to kind of test some of the features. But we definitely think this could be a great use case for that, and especially courses that have TAs as well. If we can figure out how it works out, then I think this will also be a great use case for a lot of TAs when they're doing appointments as well for courses. So last but not least, adding your WebEx and Zoom link. We can go to our next slide. So when you're editing your service, I know Pat early on in our presentation talked about the type of services and appointment types you can set up. Well, when you're editing and creating that service type, one feature you'll see is the add online meeting. So your meetings by default will be Teams meetings because it goes through Microsoft. And normally when you set up any kind of Teams meeting, Teams will be the default platform in which you use for that video meeting. Well, you also have the option of using your own conferencing tool. Me personally, I prefer WebEx before Zoom and Teams in most cases. So if this is the case for you, that you prefer another conferencing platform, well, you would first want to cut off the add online meeting, be able to switch that ability off. And then in your notes column towards the bottom of that service, you'll be able to add the link that you want for your attendee. And when they set their appointment up and they receive their email, that note will also be sent to them as well. So you want to make sure it's detailed like mine. Please use this link for our meeting, so they know how to access your meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Julian. And I see that Julian is using his personal meeting room. You would do the same thing with Zoom. You just have your personal meeting room link there that you can put there in the note. Right. Anything to add, Julian?
And just specifically, it doesn't matter which one you choose. It's more of a preference piece. I think Zoom has a lot of great features as well. I'm just more comfortable with WebEx, but you could also use Teams. All of them have great features. All of them are working on transcripts and closed captioning, so the accessibility isn't necessarily a worry either. So it's all on personal preference. And even as you see my page here, my edit service page is black. One thing you do have is the ability to customize your bookings page as far as colors, to kind of figure out which color works for you, whether you want to go with the UDC set or, if your favorite color is purple and that's just what the color you want to present, you're more than welcome to. It's very customizable in that fashion. So we can't wait to see what you do with that.
Excellent. And one thing I do want to highlight here that I see is that there is a buffer time, and this is super helpful if you have back-to-back meetings, meaning that even if it runs over, it won't bleed into the next consultation or meeting that you have set up. That's a really good feature of this booking from Microsoft. Thank you, Julian.
No problem.
So before we conclude today, I do want to talk about Microsoft training that's offered. This is open to everyone here on the UDC campus and our UDC community. I did put a QR code on the screen. If you just go ahead and scan that QR code, it will take you directly to this bookings page, but I will also put the link in the chat box for you. And I'll just quickly go over how to sign up for a Microsoft-led training. And this can really help you if you just have some questions or just want a quick refresh from Microsoft, and they do offer these every single week. So if I go ahead and go to this website, so this is one of the Microsoft education trainings that they offer here. It is a 60-minute session. It will go over understanding bookings functionality, setting up businesses and services, just like what we went over today, but you can also ask questions to them if you have them. So if I scroll down, you can see it's offered every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. our time. So you can attend the one this Thursday as well, but this bookings page is continuously updated if you just have this bookmarked. You can also see some of their other trainings, and I'll put that website as well. But they do offer a lot of trainings every single week. So I'll put the main website too. And if I scroll down on this page, you can either choose business and professionals or educators and learning institutions. For example, get started with Microsoft Planner. That's another good session. If I click on that, it'll show me all the times that they offer here every single week for this particular training. So just something nice that Microsoft does with our UDC license with them. So with that, if there are any questions, feel free to put those in the chat box or just unmute your microphone. But I do want to say, if you have any questions or just want to meet with us, please send us an email at calhelpdesk@udc.edu. So Natalie and Helene, especially with the Writing Center, getting that set up, we'd love to work with you one-on-one just to make sure that everything's working correctly. And it's something we can highlight later on in a future session or in our newsletter. I think that's a great use case for Microsoft bookings. Any questions before we conclude?
And Helene, similar to what David said, just please send us an email for the WebEx piece. You shouldn't be having those issues, but just send us an email and one of us will be more than happy to figure that out and resolve that for you.
Yep. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Helene. Any final thoughts from the team today? Julian, Pat, or Dominique?
No, thanks everyone for joining us. And I hope that this session was very useful.
Excellent. Julian, Dominique, great job. I love collaborating with the whole team to present these sessions. I do just want to let you know, please check out our calendar for events. Our newsletter will go out shortly for February, so we do have some great sessions lined up for that. And it's really easy to sign up. I will upload this to our YouTube channel as well. But thank you everyone for joining us today. We hope that you start using bookings in your own use case. Please send us an email at calhelpdesk@udc.edu if you need some help getting started, or sign up for one of those Microsoft training sessions. So with that, have a great week, everyone. I know it's a little bit drizzly today, but I hope that you have a nice day, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.